All right, we had a lot of fun and got a nice package in from Tudor. And yeah, I got the bottom mount that, if you remember, got broken on when we were installing it last time. So it's ready to go on. We got the new gasket there. And we got the nut and gasket from the other one. So yeah, that's going to be good. So we'll finally get this classic machine, this little project idea I've had going for a while back on track. And the other part that I had made in Wisconsin, semi-custom, got here too, so I have that. And so that's ready. And now that this is on, I can do a big, we can do a big step of going forward. So yeah, there it is. I'll take it outside later and tighten it up on the bench. You already saw how I do that. And yeah, we got a little tight in here just for fun. See if I can smack my coffee with the wrench and just send it flying or something, right? It's a little tight in a couple spots there. There it goes. Yeah, great. So yeah, we'll go outside and do this on the bench, and that'll be excellent. So we got that finally on there, and we're ready to get going again. So we got it all. We got the side, and then of course I have all the parts in here. And then, for the rest, when I got this part, I got Tudor sent me a couple things too. I have a new red La Pavoni label, and that's going to be for the Dragon machine. I just didn't think the black went good with the two red dragons. And also an extended steam tip. I never had one of these things before too, so I'll put that on something, maybe even this one. I don't know yet. That's pretty cool. I have to pick the machine for that. So that's all going really good. And it's always like Christmas, two of these. I've never tried these before. These are the two discs for on top. So we'll be doing some experiments with these two and just see, they're pretty good. Paper ones seem like a lot of hassle, but maybe these metal ones are a good idea. So those are going to go on too. And yeah, everything's great. We got a nice latte going, and we're going to fix this machine up and take off that old. It's always good to remove your little tray before it goes flying, right, when you're doing your machine or something. But there we go. See, this is a older machine, and I did put the plastic bottom, and I used to make tabs to put screws and stuff. But on this one, my experiment was just make a couple little extra tabs with some Sugru so that it kind of fits in tight, so you really don't need the screws to hold it in. But I do put a couple screws in for looks, and I am going to get some brass looking ones for that because they're just decorative. But yeah, it works pretty good. This kind of hangs in there. And this bottom, let's tip her up. Yeah, pretty good. So it's pretty easy to take these out. This one still had both tabs, but I think one's going to break now. This thing's really old, but we're going to take that out. There it goes. I usually glue them on anyway. This one just still had the two original tabs. So I'm glad I didn't glue it because I kind of thought I wanted to go ahead and put the red one on there. But yeah, this has the classic old heating element. I have a thermal fuse. I didn't put it in the hole right now because I didn't have the right tubing for it. So I'm going to redo it and put it in the hole. But this is a really old one. And one time had some trouble right there because of a bad connection. But yeah, it works pretty good. Now it has pretty good wiring, and the thermal fuse tucks right under there. And it has releases if I have to do it. So this is a pretty good old machine. It's gone through some metamorphosis over time. But yeah, I like it a lot. So we're going to probably start using it more. And I ended up, let's see if this goes right back like it used to. There we go. Yeah, so it kind of fits in and stays. Those little tabs solves the whole thing. I was always going through this whole trouble of, making the extra tabs to screw in. But, later, I think Uta had the idea. Really, she was fine. Just put a little nub like a lot of things have. And it holds the bottom on there perfectly. And when you want to pop it off, it just pops right off. And this bottom was meant for one with a screw through here. I guess you could drill a hole and do that whole thing too. But I like this way worked pretty good, and then just some decorative because it used to have the side screws to hold it in. And yeah, there's a little red. The stickum isn't always super good on this. I may have to reattach it. I didn't have any glue right now, but I kind of want to put this on anyway. I'm all hyper about it, so we'll see if we can get it straight. We're going to go in, hardball it. Is that pretty good stickum? Wow. We're committed to that one. We could have been over maybe a bit, but that's okay. Sometimes you're committed to your first spot you went to, and that's where it's meant to be. So yeah, I think that looks better. Look at that. Yeah, it looks better with the red one. And then the only thing I may change on this is the yellow. You know, I got to redo this egg. It never really sealed right. I used Sugru on the inside, but it never sealed right. So I might just abandon this kind of as a decorative thing. But if you use it when it gets hot, it's been hard to get something to seal it well. But yeah, it looks pretty good. And that, so that's a nice little project. And yeah, that's what's going on. Oh yeah, and now we got the all kinds of around the world news. Yeah, we got the coffee from Peru's right here. We're going to open that in the next show. Bethut's going to cut it open, and then we have the Bolivian coffees arriving this afternoon. And then I contacted the folks with the Colombia coffee, and they sent me a new badge. When you got the list of cities, it went all. I just said, I still never got it. I didn't really even complain saying send me something new, but they did. They said, oh, we're sorry about that. We're going to send it a different way. But yeah, I went through quite a plethora of cities, and it may show up one day, but I still have a slight suspect it went down with the cargo plane. Both the pilots are okay, but they had a picture in the news of the front of the plane broke off and sunk, and I think that cargo company got grounded for some shoddy maintenance or something. But anyway, I don't know if it went down there, but it's a good story. And if it never shows up, I'm just going to say it did. But anyway, that's what's going on. And we got a nice coffee here. It's been raining a lot. And so, yeah, tomorrow, the next day, we're going to be doing the first here in South America. The next stop, we're going to do the Peru and the Bolivia, and we're going to fire through 2 or 3 really quick, and I'll get the other countries going a little faster, and just in case there's a snafu, so we won't have any more delays. Yeah, and that's it. So I'm going to have my little latte now and kick back and yeah, get ready. It's Aloha Friday, so we'll get ready for the weekend. Probably I have to do one little project in the morning like usual, but that's life. And oh yeah, and I got a new sight glass too. I don't know if I had one for this machine, but I wanted a new one, a backup, just so I had it. And I want to do a comparison too on a couple different sight glasses, because I think the ones you get from Tudor fit better than some of the other new ones you get. So I'm going to do a little comparison on that too coming up. So we'll see if there is a difference between these. This might be a Tudor one too, but I have a couple others we're going to compare and see if the thickness adjusted and all that. But okay, so yeah, all kinds of fun stuff going on. That's it. Nothing too exciting until the coffee is going to be super exciting. Just subscribe up, and yeah, if you want to go to Etsy, and I may have these on Facebook for sale. But yeah, this is how we finance it. We don't make a ton of money, or you can, go on Patreon too. But it's no hard sell. Just we have our one great guy that helps us on there. That's about it. And but we're still going. We're still having fun, and yeah, around the world's going. All these projects going. This one's going to be really, really epic. When it's done, I don't know if anyone's noticed something odd here, but anyway, when that one's done, it's going to be groundbreaking. Really well.